So looking at our test tomorrow, let's review for today. One thing that we covered in this unit was that the three angles of a triangle add up to 180. So if I'm looking at question number one, I'm given two angles and I'm asked to find the third one, and I know they add up to 180. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add the two that I have, 60 and 67. When I add them, it's 127. I'm going to subtract that from 180. 180 minus 127 is 53. So this third angle, it's 53. The three angles of a triangle add up to 180. Right, so we have these for the first 10 questions. Any questions on the first 10? All right. So let's take a look at number 11. How to simplify the radical. First, I'm going to break it down to any two numbers that multiply equals 36. I could go 2 times 18, 4 times 9, or I can go 6 times 6. If it is a group already, just group them up. And why break them up? My goal is to get groups, but let's say I did not notice it was a group. Let's say I didn't see a group, and I split this thing as 2 times 3, and then this other one as 3 times 2. So I see a group of 3 and a group of 2. When you have more than one group, multiply them. But since I didn't see this, when I multiply this, basically brings me back to 6. That's why I said if you see a group to begin with, just group them up. So I know this brings me back to 6. There are no singles, so there's no radical. This is a perfect square. If there were any singles, then singles go inside. If there's more than one single, multiply them, just like we did with the groups. Remember, groups go out, singles stay in. There are no singles, then there's no radical. Okay, so any questions up until number 20? Which one? 14. All right, let's take a look at number 14. Two numbers that multiply equals 150. Because it ends on a 0, I know 10. I can divide this by 10. So I'm going to think of 15 times 10. For 15, let me break this as 3 times 5, and my 10 as 5 times 2. I have a group of 5 and 2 singles. Groups go out. Inside the radical, I'm going to have 6. Right? Multiply your singles. Any other questions up until 20? All right, now looking at number 21, find the missing side of each triangle. Leave your answers in simplest radical form. From the 3 sides, the biggest is 9. Right, I'm comparing the length. The biggest is 9. Because I have a 90-degree angle, I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. I know Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the biggest. So I'm going to write this as x squared plus 8 squared is equal to 9 squared. So I have that x squared plus 64 is 81. I know what 8 squared and 9 squared are. If the two numbers were separated with a plus sign, I would just add them. But because they're separated with an equal sign, I'm going to move the 64 from one side to the other side, and don't forget to switch the sign. So I have that x squared is equal to 17. That means that x is the square root of 17. If you can simplify the radical, kind of like we did on the previous section, if you can simplify the radical, simplify it. In this case, we cannot, so we just leave it at that. If you can simplify it, simplify it. Any questions? 28. All right, looking at number 28, the biggest side in this case is x, so that's my c. So I'm going to write this as 5 squared plus 9 squared is equal to x squared. So I have that 25 plus 81 is x squared. Since they're only separated with a plus sign, I'm just going to add them. 25 plus 81 is 106. So that means that x is the square root of 106. Let me see if I can break this thing up into groups. It's an even number, so I can divide it by 2. I go my calculator, 106 divided by 2 gives me 53. Nothing comes out, so there's no groups. So 106 was simple as it was. Nothing comes out because I was not able to get any groups. Any other questions? But this is basically how the test looks like tomorrow. There's going to be 10 questions on the test. From the first section, there's 4 of those. From the second section, there's 3 of them. And from this last section, there's 3 of them. So you have a total of 10. Any questions?